Context is key. We communicate everywhere we go, at home, at work, in public. And we communicate differently depending on what's going on around us. Together, these create a communication context. Being aware of these different types of communication can help you be a better communicator because you can make sure your communication is appropriate for the situation. In this video, we'll go over 3 types of communication settings. We'll also look at some examples that show why it's important to communicate for the right context. Communicating with friends. This is probably the type of communication you're most used to. When you're speaking with friends and family, you might feel relaxed, casual, and like yourself. This is a great communication style to use with people you're comfortable with because they just want you to be you. Communicating at work. Things are pretty different on the job. Some workplaces are very formal. For example, you might have to wear business clothes to communicate that you're a professional. You would also have to act differently than you would when speaking with friends. Even in less strict workplaces, it's important to be polite and respectful of your boss and coworkers. Communicating in public. Communicating in public is more formal than communicating with friends, but not as formal as communicating at work. When you're talking with strangers, it is important to be polite. But you can also be more casual than when you're at work. This is the type of communication you might use with people you meet on the street, on the bus, or at the grocery store. Being aware of the differences between these 3 communication settings will help you become a good communicator. Let's take a look at an example. Simran has been working in Zapco's HR department for about a year. She has just returned home after a vacation to Cuba. She had such a good time on her vacation that when she returns to the office, she continues to act like she's on vacation. While she works, she spends a lot of time making jokes and laughing with her colleagues. Halfway through the day, her boss Belinda pulls her aside. "Simran, I need you to act a bit more seriously in the office. We're glad to have you back, but your colleagues are having trouble getting work done today." Simran realizes that her jokes are negatively impacting her coworkers, and that she isn't meeting Belinda's expectations. "Sorry, Belinda," she says. "That's my mistake. I'll save the jokes for after work." Simran realized that she was communicating for the wrong context. She was speaking like she would with friends, not the way she should communicate at work. Communicating based on context is important because of communication expectations. We expect people to behave certain ways in certain scenarios. At home, your friends and family expect you to be casual. At work, your boss and coworkers expect you to be professional. In public, strangers expect each other to be polite and civil. Communicating in ways that are unexpected might cause people to be confused, and they might not understand what you're trying to say. If your communication matches the setting and context, then everyone will be on the same page.